What's up? Welcome back to my attempt at the Not So Berry challenge. Obviously, we're still on mint berry. So I finally slipped up and had her eat meat by mistake. I'm just not used to checking if it says vegetarian or not because I look for if it says like an obvious meat thing like bacon or fox. Figured out there's a ton of rocks outside the science lab, so our metal crystal collection is coming along nicely. Beth's had her 5th breakthrough, only missing 4 elements in her display case thing already. So I got a microscope image, but it's huge and tacky. So I hold down shift and I press brackets to make it bigger or smaller, and I make it smaller, less of an eyesore. But I actually forget to enable the focused aura on it, but I will later remember to do that. On Love Day, we gave a gift to this guy, and it wasn't well received, even though it looks like it was. We got a negative moodlet about it being underappreciated. But then he gave us a gift, and it was jamtastic. So far, we're lovebirds, co-workers, social bunny friends. He's perceived as basic looking, and we have neutral chemistry. Getting through some more romance interactions, the two finally have their first kiss. We get back home and through Social Bunny, because we're still under the impression Eliza doesn't like Beth when it's the other way around. We spam Pancake with Mean to get her to dislike into the dislike stage, which is one of the requirements for our aspirations to have 2 people dislike us. I don't know why random people show up for no reason. Like, later I have people coming over with a purpose, but when it's just random Sims, it's very annoying. Anyway, we let this one in, and she's got much bigger hearts for us, but we're already working on this guy. Now, she comes in and we start to play chess, then for some reason she immediately goes into the bedroom and says she doesn't like my lamp. Rude. So enemy number 3, ye shall be. Now, we shouted her to go away, which doesn't actually work because she just comes back at the house and takes our books and puts it away and then starts cleaning our kitchen. Not the response I was expecting. So we badmouth Eliza, which ends up giving us a stabbed in the back moodlet, which, under the impression it's Eliza not liking me, doesn't make sense. But with it being Beth not liking Eliza, why does she feel guilty about that? Anyway, we get a call from that guy asking about getting a new job. Now, he's our co-worker, so I'm not going to outright tell him to get lost, because that makes life more difficult for us. He says he'll think on it, and suddenly shows up at the house. Goes into the bathroom, where we're showering, and asks Beth to be his girlfriend. Love that I don't have to be the one to ask the questions. We say yes, of course, though it is a little weird that he chose to ask her here. So for this challenge to continue past Beth, we're going to need an heir, so I want to do this properly. Give him a set of keys, ask if he's a mermaid because he's done that thing they do at work where they, screech, and as she's asking about trying for pregnancy, Paka shows up asking to be best friends. Sure, bud. Could you get out? First woohoo is unsuccessful, so we take a fertility test. Odds are in our favor, however, we can't try again until he wakes up. So that's actually all the footage I had for the 2nd episode. So I ended up adding the 3rd episode footage to this one. So here's the rest of the voiced over section. What's up? Welcome back to the Not So Berry Challenge, episode 3. This is the last one that's gonna have this weird, over voiceover. I can speak, I swear. Voiceover kind of thing to it. So I used some poses to get thumbnail pictures, and that made him wake up when I reloaded the game, because I saved before doing it. So he's awake now, so we can try again. So while they're doing that, it's a little awkward to be watching, so I'm just gonna play with her things, and put things around, and put things away, make it less cluttered. I'm the ghost maid after all. We get this pop-up that I've seen. I'm pretty sure it was in a Call Me Kevin video, actually. This pop-up called to inform you that your great-great-grand second once removed cousin's friend's grandpa has passed away and for some reason has left a fortune specifically to you. Will you accept? And I already knew to click under what conditions, so I click under what conditions, and then it says, oh, very clever. Well, there are some conditions, but one of the conditions was that there would be no conditions if you asked if there was conditions, so there are no conditions. Wait, right? So we get, I think it was 2,500 simoleons, which I think it's the same every single time. And we test again, and Beth is pregnant. She's pregnant. Sorry. And I don't really start on making the baby room, I just make the room where the baby stuff is gonna go. And I make it pink because I kind of forget that there is no red, it's just rose. So I thought there was a rose and a red, but I'll change it later, I swear. So, Paka asks us to go to the flea market. We see this table here, and it's got a bunch of metals and crystals, well, not crystals, just metals. And I don't know which ones we need, so we just buy a bunch. We ended up buying a chair too, but we didn't need it. So, back at the house, I don't know if this is part of the Wonderful Whims mod or if it's part of the relationship pregnancy overhaul mod, but Beth has a little accident here because she's apparently she has a UTI. I don't know how. But we get that taken care of later. For now, we call over this guy, and he shows up, and I'm planning on asking him to move into the household because, you know, why not? I'm pretty sure as this NPC townie, he doesn't actually have a house. We ask to move in, and we can move in. And of course, we're gonna get all of his money. Thank you, sir. Alright, so I've decorated Rose's room. I'm not gonna name her Rose, but the Roseberry's room. And, like I said, I thought Rose was meant to be a pinkish color. I changed it to red. Just it's pink for now. So one of the things I don't realize is that I gave myself an extra challenge unintentionally, that I thought you could only play as the berry sim. No, you're allowed to play as anyone in the family. And only that family, it's just that you stick with that family. So for Mint and Rose, I basically only controlled those 1 and 2 characters. Which make it, it makes it a little difficult at certain points in the game. But at Yellow, I'd figured it out, and we play as multiple people, and it's so much easier. So at one point, he called us again to tell us he got that job he was thinking about going to. And, you know, I didn't know what it was, so I click on him, and, he's a criminal. Alright, cool. We convinced our boyfriend to be a criminal. Cool. Jeffrey.
Hi.
We get another promotion at work, going along smoothly. We only have one more element left in our collection, so that's almost done. He's acquired the cooking skill. Great, awesome. Work starts soon for him. Okay, Beth still has the UTI. Oh, Beth is going to labor, and, what do you know it? He catches on fire! So, everything's going wrong at this point. Well, I mean, labor's not wrong, but it's just disasters happening, and it's thundering, and she wet herself. So, you know, Beth's the fire extinguisher, the firefighters show up to just be like, oh, there was a fire. And, they cheer as if they did something, but, no, it was Beth. Beth did it. And, I just like this image of him being like, oops, and Beth and one of the firefighters walking out, and the other one being like, yeah, I did it. Alright, so Beth is having her baby. We don't know what it is yet. And it is a baby girl! Woohoo! And I click a few randoms, but I don't like those. So I name her Lana. Because I was thinking Laura. Like Laura Croft? Croft? How do you say her name? Laura Croft? How do you... Tomb Raider. Anyways, we got little Lana. And she's a little baby. And she's so tiny. So we take care of her for a little bit. I want to age her up as soon as possible because I hate when they're in the baby stage because it's just crying every 2 seconds. So we age her up. And we give her the Sunny mood. I don't know what you'd call this. But, because she's supposed to be very charming and stuff, and I just want an easy baby, please. And she's so tiny and cute. So, we gotta plan outfits. So, obviously, again, I'm thinking that it needs to be pink. I go back and change it. I do, I promise. But just look how cute she is. Look at her. She's just so cute, she loves her little toy. And just think of it as she's pink and she grows into the red. Maybe. I don't know. Next episode, she's red, I swear. Oh, can you pick her up? Oh, hello? Oh, Mother! Mother, you dropped me. You dropped us. Mother. Ah! Mother! I like being down here and pretending I'm the child. It's fun. Mother. Mother's reigning in the house. Alright, but anyways, with that said, that's the end of this episode. Again, next episode, no voiceover thing. Oh, don't cry. No voiceover thing. And it'll go, hopefully, more entertaining than this was. And probably longer, because these ones was mostly just me recapping and editing them down. So, thanks so much for watching. Like if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more. I will see you guys in the next one.